Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your weekly reading for Pisces. How are you? Let's see what's coming in for you. Pisces, what is you need to know? Four of Air and Justice. Okay, so see a relationship, a marriage on a bit of a break here. So in other words, yeah, I feel, it's just an energy where there's probably just a little lack of harmony here. Yeah. Six of Fire. Someone may be not getting enough attention. I do feel it has to do with a relationship not going the distance. Maybe because someone's not giving someone enough attention, but I also feel this is something that can be overcome. I think somebody here is kind of hoping for the best here, that there's going to be some sort of a victory here. Yeah, I do see change. Yeah, I see the need for patience. See, something about, often this is just divine timing, but you need a little bit of patience here. Yeah, it's an energy of strength and confidence. I see possible kindness, compassion, maybe even some forgiveness here. Someone here maybe not giving some enough attention. But it could be because one person here may be focusing more on their success. Yeah, or someone here, I do feel too that it's also an energy of someone who's trying to break free. Yeah. Trying to break free, an energy of moving on, but I still feel there's a need for a little bit of patience here and some kindness, compassion, strength here. Forgiveness. Yeah, it has to do with two people here. So I do think there's still love here, but it's another energy too. See, someone taking a step back, feeling, this patience card is a little like Temperance. Basically, it is Temperance, but it feels like someone's feeling something's a little off here. But it's about being patient, making something right. Yeah. Tell me about the Lovers. It's two people on a break, but I still feel there's love. Yeah, it has to do with two people who need to see the bigger picture and put all the cards on the table here. Yeah, there's some indecision, though. Someone's feeling indecisive, yeah. I mean, this could have to do with someone just sort of pinned down by their thoughts where they want to be free, where somebody doesn't want to make a commitment to. But it has to do with, it's an energy of structure, lifestyle, the way two people conduct themselves. I don't know if there's someone here who feels the other person hasn't been faithful. There's a little indecision. Tell me about the Hierophant. I think what we have is, this isn't all about married people or people on a break, although I see that. But I also feel someone here doesn't want to, not so sure if they want to be pinned down. By committing, someone's indecisive about that, or whether someone's right. They might feeling something is a little off here. Yeah, there's a need to release something. Yeah, some of you do. It's someone who just wants to be single. They don't want to be pinned down. It could be a marriage where somebody here, is feeling like they just want to be free. They want to maybe go play the field. They'd rather be single. And I wouldn't be surprised for some if the feeling's actually mutual for some of you. Yeah. But yet, I can still see this energy for other people feeling like there's hope. There's a time out, a break, but yet someone still feels like there's hope. I feel there's two people who need to release something here, let go, habits, patterns, or certain behaviors. Someone may not even be seeing that they have a certain behavior or something here that, I hate to say this, but could be kind of turning somebody off a little bit, and someone's trying to find the strength and confidence to talk about it, to say something. Try to do it in a kind of compassionate way. Let's have a look at the world. Yeah, others of you, it's about someone being pinned down, literally being pinned down, which means making a commitment. There's indecision. But I gotta tell you, some of you won't see it coming. I actually wouldn't be surprised if someone's, I mean, I do see this energy of a heartfelt communication, someone following their heart. So like I say, there's an energy of patience. See, it's taking a step back, seeing things differently. I think it's someone here, I mean, to me, it looks like it's saying to sleep on it. You'll feel better in the morning kind of energy. See, taking a step back, feeling different after a period of time. Something is understandable. So it's about something that's understandable, or trying to get someone to understand something here. Yeah, interesting. Tell me about this Knight of Cups. Yeah, we got a person doing a little soul searching. See, it's about someone following their heart. It's communicating from the heart to create change. See, someone here is trying to close a chapter. See, closing a book on the past. And it could be, that could be that's bothering someone here. But I see a heartfelt communication regardless. Someone's doing some soul searching and looking for clarity. Yeah, the Strength card's coming out again. Yeah, I do see friends, family, friends who are like family. There is positive news. Someone's waiting. I do see positive news. Someone's been waiting for this too. See, trying to be strong, brave. There's some sort of decisions being made here. Tell me about Hermit. Yeah, so someone's seeing things clearly. Okay, so there's a couple things going on, Pisces. Oh, some of you definitely, I do see someone trying to make a decision whether they want to stay in a relationship or not. And they're actually contemplating being single, playing the field, just breaking free. They just want to be free. But others of you, it's an energy of someone who are releasing. It's often baggage and things like that, letting go of things that no longer serve. But I'm going to tell you too, someone here definitely deserves better. Somebody here definitely feels that someone deserves better, or they deserve better. But yeah, I do see the energy of new, something new happening, a new person. Somebody here wants to start something new. And I don't feel like this is necessarily for married couples or people who are on a break, a time out. But there is an energy of someone who's indecisive because they don't want to be pinned down, but because now the other person has broke free, found the strength to break free, and they've started something new. So someone's patience about to pay off. Yeah, some of you have been patiently waiting, I feel, for something new too. So, and I do see a new person coming in, but there is a person who is soul searching about this. Yeah, it could be because a person didn't want to commit. They didn't want to be pinned down, that free spirit. So the other person's the one that breaks free. But yeah, I still see two people in separation. The feelings are mutual. You both just rather be single. So I can see that for some people too. Yeah, but definitely there's good things here for some of you. And it has to do with a new person coming in, someone in that social circle. Tell me about the Hierophant. What is this pattern habit that somebody doesn't see? They have a pattern, a habit, a behavior, the way they're conducting themselves that turns somebody off. And they want to talk about it. They're trying to find a kind of compassionate way to give it. There's forgiveness, I mean, but it's someone who's has been really strong, trying to be patient. Yeah, to talk to someone here about a pattern, a habit. Yeah. It's just turning someone off, whatever it may be. I don't know if it's someone who talks to other people or Tell me about the Hierophant. Yeah, see things happening very quickly. Someone here it is definitely a person. The biggest energy is someone who doesn't want to be pinned down. But then once they realize that this other person started something new, now they're, see, coming back around. See, this other person's closing a chapter, closing the book. They'd rather be single. And this person's looking at this, contemplating, they're gaining clarity and insight. And what they're seeing is the other person deserved better. It's somebody who kept someone waiting too long. So they literally started looking elsewhere. Yeah. And I do see something, there is forgiveness, because I do see it's something that's understandable. Somebody understands. Because they're taking this other opportunity. It's someone who doesn't see that coming. Some of you are going to meet someone for the first time. Kind of like a blind date kind of thing, where you've never met this person. Boy, there's lots here for you guys. You're busy. You're busy. Pisces is a busy bunch. But yeah, I see someone meeting someone for the first time. It's somewhere public. The other person's going to be a little late. The other person's being patient while the other person is being left waiting. So somebody's late. It's not like it's not going to happen. They're just late. The other person's being very understandable. But taming the beast at the same time. So they're not very impressed. Someone here is definitely trying to dress for success, to impress somebody. The other person's not impressed. Wow. So much going on, but there's good stuff too. Someone's just ready to put themselves out there too, because two people have left literally on a break, and someone's putting themselves out there while there's a relationship, a committed relationship, on a break. They're putting them out there playing the field. Yeah, I see that. And actually starting something new, while the other person is kind of waiting to, it's someone feeling forgiveness. They're waiting. They're being confident, hoping if they're patient, the other person's going to stay in the commitment. Some of you have a person coming in. You're not going to see it coming. Just know that you deserve better, okay? Know your worth, because I feel some of you you deserve better. There's something here that's one of the biggest energies for everybody, is deserving better. So the saying, if you expect, it's what you're expecting here. Some of you are, a person that you're going to meet for the first time turns out better than expected. Yeah, I can see that too. So you got a busy energy, but I see a lot of happiness really at the end of all this. Other than these people coming apart, going their separate ways. It's not written in stone. There's still this waiting period. Someone's trying to be patient, taking a step back, sleeping on it. Just, it's where they're kind of feeling, just be patient for a while and see what happens here. It takes, both people are there in this case, as they're being strong and confident. Tell me about this single person. Yeah, see crossroads, two people coming apart. Definitely two people are in agreement, mutual. They'd rather be single. Now this could be where two people actually don't want to commit, or we have two people going their separate ways, and it's being in agreement or making an agreement. I see people making an agreement to stay faithful while they're in separation, and somebody actually starts something new there too, because they're playing the field. They're getting out there. Yeah, some of you are going to have a situation that actually goes the distance, and it will go to the next level. They will introduce you to their friends and family. Now, I'm going to look at the signs that you're dealing with and try to clarify. I do see strong Leo, but that's all. And I do see some Sag energy, Gemini, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energies here. Some Virgo. Yeah, more Sag energy there. So whenever I see the Sag energy in a reading like this, it's generally the energy of someone waiting for making a decision when things are calm. Like I said, sleeping on it, taking a break. Things look brighter in the morning kind of energy. Yeah, some of you are dealing with a person here where you're waiting patiently for this person to make some sort of commitment. And you're at a crossroads. You're at that point now between two worlds where you're thinking that you'd like to be, you may be thinking about being single and just going down a whole different path. You know, someone's definitely thinking of going down a whole different path here. But yeah, and I feel it's the person who has someone asking them out going down a different path. It's a person who doesn't want to commit. They don't want to be pinned down. See where it just isn't going anywhere? It's not going, someone here, it's not going the distance. Yeah, others of you it is though. This is the interesting thing. But those are the people I feel meeting someone for the first time. I see a lot of talk about commitment, lifestyles, your habits, your daily lives. She's just putting it all out there. I see having a really enjoyable time with someone and making a connection. Some of you have a choice though. You may even, some of you could be, those of you who are online dating, definitely I see meeting two people back to back and having opportunity. One of these definitely could go the distance, like at least to the next level of introducing to some friends. I see meeting in a public place, two people who've met for the first time, things turning out better than expected. Not too bad for some of you. Yeah, I mean, it all depends. You could be dealing with anyone with this kind of energy. So there's strong Leo, strong Virgo, Aquarius and Gemini energy, which, and the Taurus, some of you Taurus energy here too. So I'm thinking, you know, seeing, just looking at the signs you're most likely to connect with. But yeah, the Sag energy is fairly strong too. Libra, yeah, all the air signs are here. This is often when I see a lot of air sign energy, and then I see the 8 of Wands moving quickly. It's often where things are up in the air. Someone's waiting for someone here. Waiting patiently to connect for the first time somewhere in public. Someone's going to be late. Definitely I see a lot of people in not showing up on time and the other person having to be patient and not being very impressed with it. But then the person looks good because they've dressed for success, right? So there's a person's forgiving them, like they're being very understanding. Like, yeah, it's funny. Well, you know how when you're waiting for someone and you get impatient and then you're like, okay, well, the ship's just about sailed. Time's almost up. Just going to tame the beast and be patient because I'm sensing there's a lot of people struggling with patience here. But when someone shows up dressed looking very successful, the other person is sort of like suddenly happy and feeling better about it. It's all okay kind of thing. Being very forgiving and patient. All good things come to those who wait. Yeah, there's nothing drastic here other than I do see two people in separation, someone possibly stepping out, not being in agreement to be faithful and loyal while you're on a break and somebody actually plays the field. I don't think it's anything that's actually going to go anywhere. It's not really going to go anywhere. No. But yeah, someone here is definitely trying to start something new and connecting with someone. Some of you are definitely, those of you in that situation of on a break are thinking it's time to move on. And others of you, it's just going to turn out better. You're going to feel better the next day after a period of time. You're going to put all the cups on the table. Be in agreement to just kind of stay together for the time being. Yeah. But the ones where someone's stepping out, playing the field, acting single, when they're, you know, you're between two worlds, you're not really single because you have an agreement to be loyal. Those are the ones there's going to be trouble with those ones here, I feel. I don't feel it's going to be a separation immediately or a divorce immediately, but I feel it's just going to sit there in that where at some point eventually I feel like you're both, after some time goes by, feeling, that's where I feel eventually it becomes where you both agree it's time to part ways. Yeah, could have a do-over though. I wouldn't be surprised for some. Tell me about the sun. Yeah, saying to trust your intuition, your inner knowing. See, this is someone keeping it all in, feeling really happy and positive about something, but not saying anything. It's a secret, yeah. Someone starting something new on a break and not saying anything. Just kind of seeing what's happened, waiting something out here. Someone been out there socializing, acting single. I wouldn't even be surprised if it's both people in that relationship doing it. Yeah, keeping a secret but starting something new. And feeling very happy, like trying to keep it all in here. Yeah, secrecy. Yeah, see, it's all about people getting together. It has to do with compatibility, the need to cooperate and compromise. Somebody here is looking, some of you are going to connect with someone who's quite compatible too. A new person you meet, maybe for the first time. You've not seen each other before. Someone is going to make a really good first impression, and I do feel there's definitely possibilities for some of you in that situation. Yeah, you're going to probably have a few dates with this person, 2 or 3. Yeah. See, this is some of you, but some of you too, it's showing that too. Some of you, you're going to feel something is off there. There's it's like a lack of compatibility where it doesn't feel right. But this is because someone is different than your usual type. Some of you are very much waiting for somebody who's just right, someone who's your type. So look at your type. Yeah, just look at your type and be a little patient here. See, Temperance energy, patience. Yeah, trying something different. Yeah. It's probably a Sagittarius or Leo energy, someone who's a little different. Pisces can get along with a lot of people. Like Pisces can get along well with Aries. I know lots of Pisces, Aries couples, masculine and feminine, and they actually, surprisingly, what it really takes is the Pisces is often a healthy, well-adjusted Pisces person is often quite nurturing. And Aries is often an independent person, and I have a friend who's a Pisces female, or an Aries female, and her husband is a Pisces, and they have the best relationship ever. She is not domestic, but he is. She works, and she's always working and doing, not like she's not domestic ever. She does her part, but he's the nurturer, and he thrives on that. He thrives being able to control that too. But she controls other things, and somehow it just works. But because I'm sensing some of that kind of energy here, someone who's different than usual type, but you're actually a pretty good fit, which is interesting. Often it creates balance, balance and harmony. 2 people who are often a little different, but yet the same in some ways, create a beautiful balance and harmony. I'm not saying it's an Aries energy. In fact, I don't see Aries here, but I do see Sag and Leo. And I see Virgo too. Strong Virgo, 2 cards depicting Virgo, and then again Taurus. So yeah, it all depends who you're dating. I feel those of you who are dealing with a Virgo, I don't know if that's going to go the distance. I think it's somebody who wants to be single. They don't want to be pinned down. They're still playing the field. Not so sure this is somebody who's faithful or loyal. Maybe up to a point. But I do think you'll eventually go your separate ways with that person. Not everybody, but I do see some. Others of you, I do think this is someone who's looking for clarity. And if you are somebody who is in that situation where this person is finding out maybe you're starting something new, and they're looking at doing things different. See, you deserved better. So they feel it was them, not you, and that you deserved better. See, that's the energy where that comes out. They should have been better. They should have been more fair and probably committed. So that actually has a possibility of a new start. This is someone who probably should have been a little more romantic or did things in a more traditional. See, someone who doesn't follow society's rules. They just kind of, it only goes so far, and then you go your separate ways because they don't want to commit. But some of you might actually get a commitment out of this person, because you are actually, somehow you're very much their type. Actually, isn't Pisces and Virgo a very good mix? Generally, I believe they're actually really, really good. And Capricorn would be another good one too. Well, any water sign and earth signs often get along well, but I mean, it all has to do with other things in your chart too. But I do think someone should have done things different, been a little bit more romantic. Yeah, here comes that Taurus, Virgo energy, maybe even Capricorn. But yeah, see, it's about going down this path, preparing. This is somebody who maybe didn't feel very prepared or ready. The other person's been waiting, but again, this is someone who now feels the ship has sailed, because you may be starting something new, Pisces. This person's looking ahead. I think this is somebody just being more prepared. Yeah, some of you, you're going to go your separate ways. The feelings will be mutual, but others of you, I think it could actually go the distance, next level, introducing friends, maybe family. This is somebody ready to try something different, because there's something about the two of you that's just right. See, it came out. I could already see it in here, but I didn't think it was gonna, I didn't think the King of Pentacles was gonna come out, but there you go. Yeah, so someone here has definitely been a little stubborn or set in their ways. See, this is what happens sometimes when people are single a while. They get a little set in their ways and stubborn. They don't want to budge and give in. And often it's someone who's dating several people. Watch out for the people who are hiding things, the secrecy, starting something new, still holding on to you, not wanting to let go. Yeah. So just watch for that person. That could be a person who actually has gone their separate ways from a relationship, a commitment. They may be keeping secrets. It's possible this person wasn't faithful. I don't know. But I'm going to tell you, this person looks at this and feels you deserved better. See, they were being stuck and stubborn, not budging. And often this is someone who works hard to get where they're at, so they're protecting their money. So that's often what keeps someone from committing and going the distance. I actually feel this is someone who's going to break free from that, because I mean, it's a thought pattern, a behavior. It's a lifestyle choice, I feel. So that's why I kind of feel there's change. Somebody here is getting ready for change. So some of you, that person is possibly going to come back in here. Yeah, see, it's about investing in this. So someone who's been patient, you deserve better. This person feels you deserve better. Absolutely they do. They should have been more patient, but they should have been more invested. Investing more time. Wow. Tell me more about this King of Pentacles. Yeah. So someone closing a door of the past, a chapter. This is a whole new romantic cycle. I'm going to tell you, this person, they may just see this through. Like I say, taming the beast, trying to be confident. So crazy energy. I'm telling you guys, sometimes the stuff going on, there's a lot of busy, a lot going on, different Pisces energies here, but overall, most people are happy and confident, feel content with the outcome of their situation, except for the people who are just in between two worlds. They're not single, but they're not really in a relationship, because there's a time out and they're just sitting there. This is something that will work itself out eventually. Okay, it's either going to go in your favor, or you'll come back together and it could go the distance, or like I say, eventually you go your separate ways. Yeah, I do feel somebody here wants to actually build. They've gone within, so you deserve better. This is somebody wanting to put in more effort, investing more. Yeah, you did. You deserve better here. They know it. You know your worth too. So that's often, maybe it's yourself here just not budging and giving in to this person till they put in effort and build that foundation. Because it is about building the foundation eventually here, right? That's what it's all about. Yeah, being patient. But how long do you be patient? Yeah, they need to come in right. See, they need to be fair. It's someone who wasn't fair. Some of you have definitely dealt with that. Some of you, those of you coming back together too, see putting in effort, both of you putting in effort by being patient. I see forgiveness of some couples here too, where they don't actually come apart. It's just a time out. So, but it takes two people to build here. Tell me about the strength and we'll wrap this up. Yeah, we got the Magician. Some of you are definitely manifesting new. There's definitely a desire to manifest new. Those of you who are actually single. Yeah, this person here, again, it's the same energy. You deserve better. They're going to put in more effort. They want to build with you. You're going to have some communication. Now, this could... I'm just trying to look at timing here. I know people are going to want to know time in this reading. Timing can be difficult because it's so fluid and it's so different for everyone. But, I mean, the Magician's here. It all depends on the communication. Could be during the next Mercury retrograde too, which I don't know whether is that November or December. I don't know. Probably December. Let's have a look at the Magician again. One more on the Magician. What's being manifested here? Yeah, some of you got a new person coming in too that's curious. Yeah, so I do feel there's an energy of lack and negativity. Someone's feeling lonely. Got a person missing someone here too. But I also see the Page of Swords where someone's curious. See, someone's curious, wanting to know. And no, that's actually not what it is. Sorry, contradictory. It's actually someone who has a lack of truth, not telling you everything. So really be careful of those who are in separation, where someone's playing the field and starting something new and keeping a secret, not telling you. Okay? Yeah, they're not telling you everything. So it's lack of truth, lack of clarity. Yeah. And be careful of anyone who comes in who acts like they don't have money, but they do. In other words, somebody cheap. Yep, see that too. Boy, you guys, busy times ahead, Pisces. I feel like the overall advice is to keep your balance. Whatever you do, be fair. Try to be patient for those who were in separation if you want to come back together. If you do come back together with someone, I actually do feel you're going to work this out and there will be harmony. Okay? I do. But the people who already know the answers they're seeking, that somebody here stepped out, they weren't faithful during a time out, and there's a lack of truth in the end. And it's going to take a lot of strength and confidence for some of you to... That's the ones who I feel are going to decide to go your separate ways. Yeah, strength. It takes two people to be strong to build a relationship. So yeah, we have a feminine who knows their worth, that deserves better here. See, being open to other options and opportunities because someone's not being honest. It's also a person who ghosts or just ignores someone. I do see someone getting lack of attention, someone ghosting someone, ignoring them. And then a person not being honest about their financial status. Hiding money, secrets, things like that. Okay? So keep the faith within yourself, the feminine energy here, being open. See, this is someone healing. Always know that this is what comes when you end up going your separate ways. You become the Empress. You will heal and get over things. You're stronger than you know. Okay, you'll also come out of this feeling a lot more confident. Because the Empress is confident. But the Empress is someone who often is kind, compassionate, and forgives and just lets it go. It's not meant to be. And whoever comes in next, the new person, see, is going to be better. Yeah, something here is going to turn out better than expected here in the end. Yeah, it's funny how that popped out there. Yeah, we got a person thinking things through and choosing their battle. See, we got someone going to seize the day and take an opportunity that's presented here. That's a Three of Cups, some sort of gathering. Wow, you guys are busy. Busy, busy, busy people. But it is, you're gaining momentum. See, there's things, there's stuff happening. There's this energy of movement. It's not where, and there is a little stagnant energy here where someone's being patient, feeling something is off, especially those of you where there's a relationship that's just not going anywhere. Very well could go the different. Someone's going to choose their battles and change their mind and think things through. Someone here definitely doesn't want their other half to get away after a timeout. But some of the feminines here definitely are open to new after finding out someone was stepping out on a relationship. They weren't faithful. So crazy, guys. Take care. Wish you the best. Lots of positive. Try to focus on the positive. Try to stay balanced. See, harmony and balance within yourself helps you see this through. It helps your strength and confidence. Some of you, there's definitely forgiveness. If it's two people who both stepped out during a break and started something new, those things that didn't go anywhere, I'm going to be honest, sounds crazy, but some of you will come back together and heal together. Bye for now.